Hello from Sweden again. Yeah, I did not hear the answer on my question about tendinitis yet, so I hope. Well, again, two things. Strengthen those myelin sheaths by strengthening the adrenal glands, which will give you more neurotransmitters, which in turn strengthens the myelin sheaths. You can also help with brain and nerve formulas. The other side of that is pressure. Get that lymph moving out of that head, and that tendinitis will drop down. Strengthen your adrenal glands, get your myelin sheaths strengthened up. You can use the new brain and nerve to help doing that. Go up with upper circum brain and nerve, clean your bowels up, get your lymph moving, and that'll eventually take that out. Also, I have tendinitis in my right ear for around 2 years. So the right side of your body, that would be where you're plugged up lymphatically speaking. And this you can attribute it to pressure, myelin sheath weakness. You can go on right down the line with this. It started in the summer and comes and goes, although it always there faintly. And that goes back to the lymph system and the pressures in the body in that way. You got to understand you have two fluids and you're going to have two types of pressure. I have been to the ear, nose, and throat department and my hearing is fine. Hello. Has nothing to do with here. I had an MRI scan which came back fine apart from a tiny cyst in the front part of my head. Now listen. That's evidence right there that your lymph system is at issue here. Tiny cysts, no big deal. Oh yes, it is a big deal. Tiny cysts can have tumors associated with them. So you want to just get your lymph system moving. Clean up your GI tract because this is something you want to take care of here. You don't want any cysts growing on the head or in the head. Apparently could have been there since birth. Yeah, but things never stay the same. Don't ever think anything stays the same because that's not true. Nothing in life ever stays the same. Everything is in constant flux. Can you give me some advice? Okay. I also have a constant ringing in my ear. I get headaches often. Well, again, this is all about pressures and acidosis and everything else, and also weak myelin sheaths. So one thing I would do is candle my ears, 2 or 3 candles per ear, take off some pressure, get those kidneys and adrenals going again, would you say, and start pulling and cleaning on that lymph system and get that lymph pressure, because you have blood pressure, but you also have lymph pressure, and the word associated with lymph pressure that most people relate to, glaucoma. Crippling tendinitis spontaneously occurred and hasn't stopped. Is it not the pleasant ringing in the ear that most think of, but an ungodly noise in the head? Ooh. Well, I mean, that could be pressure. I mean, I also have unusual tightness in my skull cap, neck, and brainstem. Okay. So what you got is a lot of pressure right there, sweetheart, and you got to get that, you got to dump. So what I would do is candle my ears as an emergency type thing. At the same time, get on the bowel formulas, get the bowel, the GI broom, clean up the bowels, get the kidneys to filter. Start getting on those fruits and things that are astringent. Start moving that lymph and get this pressure. Remember the kinesiology, the neural lymphatic points down the back that we did on Matt. Definitely learn that and do that, because that's going to help to halfway drain this. If you know a massage therapist that does neural lymphatic massage, that would be, it's just starting that they're doing this. So if you can find someone that knows the neural lymphatics, that's more chiropractic, but by certainly it's going to give you some help. Extreme pressure, do not like that. There's the music and the sound of the spheres in the head, and then there's pressure, and this sounds like pressure. So we want to get this pressure out of here, because that could lead to glaucoma, which is lymphatic pressure. This is all lymphatic pressure. And you really got to get those kidneys filtering. You got to break this lymph loose. You got to do that, because you'll start getting dizzy, headaches, lightheadedness, all kinds of problems. Blood pressure flipping up and down.